Oh man, we are back. So I'm back from my trip from Nashville. I had a lot of fun. It was pretty great. When I did get back, I played a few games off camera. I also was playing like the 2018 format on Pokemon Showdown. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not I'm not too crazy about the format. I remember playing 2018 like a long time ago. But obviously, like 7 years have passed since that time. I've just been like struggling to find a team that I like in that format. And then the other thing is some of the mechanics are different, which I totally forgot about, and it really threw me off. But with that being said, there is some good news. I did play a subscriber when I was playing the 2018 format. I think his name was Il Falco, and he absolutely cooked me. So if you're watching this, bud, GG, you absolutely cooked my team. But yeah, so we're going to be going back to playing some Regulation I. And right now we find an opponent that we rank like 200 something. I kind of like glanced for a moment. This is a pretty cool team. It actually looks a lot like the, I think it was a team that won Hong Kong Nationals, except instead of Zamazenta, there's Glasterior, and I don't remember if that team had Ogerpon on it or not. I think it was actually Chen Pao or something like that. So this is a really interesting team. I think my own Ogerpon would be pretty good. It's just I gotta be careful of a few things. Like I gotta be careful of the Iron Hands, Calyrex-I. I think we lead Ogerpon, Miraidon. We definitely bring Zamazenta. Do we bring Whimsicott or Volcarona? I'm not really crazy about Farigiraf here. Because it can't really, like, outside of touching the Calyrex, it can't really do much damage to anything else, so it's definitely between Volcarona and Whimsicott for this last slot. Volcarona could burn things and redirect. Whimsicott... There's some speed control there. I think I'm going to go Whimsicott, actually, because the thing that's kind of scaring me right now is, like, looking at the team, there is a potential that that could be Terrafire or Calyrex. I mean, it would give them multiple ground weaknesses, but the thing is, there's not too many, like, notable ground types in the format right now, other than Ursaluna and then Lando I. So I don't know, like, maybe that's the way this guy constructed the team, just to avoid burns, because the team is pretty susceptible to that. Okay, so my opponent's going to lead Grimmsnarl and the horse. Now the question is this fake out Grim? Because then that could be kind of a disaster. I think we Spiky Shield, and we're actually going to hard switch out into Zamazenta. I don't want to take any risk here of like fake out and then I just lose Miraidon on turn 1. You never know with like these Grimmsnarls, because sometimes in Best of 1 they're like a fake out parting shot set and then don't have screens, and then you just get absolutely like smoked by it. So I think this is the best play just for right now, just to scout a little bit. And okay, so my opponent protects, so they probably don't have fake out then, considering that that's what they did for this first turn. They're going to light screen. Do I even bother going after the Calyrex right now? I think, if anything, we should actually go after the Grimmsnarl. It's pretty much set to reflect here. My opponent is forced to, I think, Terra with the Calyrex, and then go for a Trick Room. So we're going to just kind of like get rid of something here. Or they just actually switch out. Okay, so I wasn't expecting that. So they're probably not a favorable Terra type. So I'm assuming it's probably Terra Fire if they're just hard switching out here. So my opponent does have Iron Hands. That was the one thing I was a little bit worried about. And they are going to reflect. Okay. Yeah, I've been recently debating about putting like Brick Break on something just to kind of like break these screen teams, because it is a little tough for my team. So yeah, and we aren't actually going to be able to kill. Uh-oh. Ooh, Neptune. We could Spiky Shield. The thing is, we don't really gain any momentum from that. I think, if anything, like, my opponent's going to probably try to low kick something. Probably most likely the Zama. And I think I'm just going to protect here. I don't want to just blow my Terra yet, because, again, we don't know, like, what they have in the back. It's most likely Miraidon that they have, but I mean, the thing is, at the same time, Volcarona does look decent to my team outside of, like, the Ogerpon. So, yeah. So my opponent does have Sucker Punch here. Okay, that's going to fail. They're looking to break the Sturdy, I guess. Okay, and they're going to do a little bit of damage. I think we Endeavor and then Body Press. I kind of want a Terra type. I know it makes the matchup into Calyrex-I not favorable, but we could just Y-Guard away Glacial Lances, so I'm thinking this is actually the best play. I want to just get as much damage on the Iron Hands as possible, because this is right now the threat. Grimmsnarl, I know it set up screens, but it's not really threatening of doing too much now, just because seeing that it has Sucker Punch, chances are it's like, I don't know, like it probably doesn't have Sucker Punch and Spirit Break. At least that's like what my thinking is at the moment. And we are going to be able to kill. Oh my goodness. Oh, and he does have Spirit Break. Oh no. Okay. It's a little bit concerning. I mean, we still just Moonblast and Body Press, I think. I think that's still a favorable play here. We just got to see, like, what's going to happen in these following turns. Man, the fact that that didn't kill the Iron Hands is not good, because now Zama took damage and might be in range of something if my opponent has Miraidon, so... But they didn't have Thunder Wave, which could be really disruptive to the team, so that's at least something that's good. But yeah, we're gonna have to see here. And the Electric Terrain is gonna disappear, so they will be able to reset it. Let us see. The Calyrex and what? Miraidon. Okay. They can only Terra type one of them. I'm thinking for a sec. Do we just double protect here? Actually, okay, so I'm thinking that we Endeavor the Calyrex. We protect Zamazenta. Reason being is if they set up Trick Room this turn, then that means Zamazenta and Ogerpon will be faster than Miraidon, unless this is a slow set. And then the next following turn, we could double up into Miraidon and pick up the KO. We still have Sturdy intact, which is really good. And Zamazenta, obviously, is +1 defense, so even though it will be taking a super effective hit, it will be able to survive. So that is good to know. So this is what I'm thinking. Yeah, so they set up Trick Room. That's okay. The other thing about bringing in Ogerpon is that it won't be able to get Leech Seeded. So this is what I'm thinking. Okay, so I think we made the right play. That I mean, we could have Body Pressed with Zamazenta, but it's better safe than sorry. Now we should just double up into Miraidon here. Just pick up a KO. No need to, like, screw around. And then in the following turns, we can, like, double protects, do stuff like that. My opponent just protects Calyrex. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a Glacial Lance, but I'm totally okay with this. We can double protect this following turn. Ivy Cudgel may not kill. We'll find out. Okay, so that's not going to kill. They're going to Electro Drift. That is fine as of right now, I think. How many more turns of Trick Room? 3? I think we Spiky Shield Protect. We're going to see what my opponent has this turn. I don't know if this is high horsepower Calyrex or not. So we're going to just scout out for what they're doing. I'm shocked that Body Press and Ivy Cudgel didn't kill. Usually that does get Miraidon. Okay, they do have Glacial Lance, so it looks like they're not a high horsepower set. So they probably have Leech Seed. I mean, based on the team construction, that's what it looked like to me, so that's why I felt pretty safe doing these plays. Yeah, so I think we just Ivy Cudgel the Miraidon, just pick up the KO, and so on. Also, I am aware of the fact that Reflect is up. I just want to make that very clear. But even then, I still, for some reason, thought Miraidon would be KO'd. But I guess I didn't know that calc. So yeah. Okay, so it's looking like we're going to be fine here. We just kind of have to whittle away some of these turns. So yeah. Ivy Cudgel should kill from this range. At least I think it should. Yep. And then we should be able to win out the game from here. We're just going to keep clicking Ivy Cudgel, Y guard. No reason not to. Yeah, and then the Reflect also out, so that's also bad news bears for them. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. So making sure we're Ivy Cudgeling the Calyrex and not our own Zamazenta, because I accidentally did that the other day, where I accidentally killed my own Zamazenta with Miraidon, and that made me very sad because I misclicked. Okay, so we win that one, which is pretty cool. Oh, man. All right, so let's see where the rank is. And then we'll do our song of the day, and then you guys will get on out of here and enjoy the rest of your day. Okay. Let us see. Oh, did it not update? 44. Okay, so not too bad. Obviously not as high as where we were before, but again, with me being down in Nashville like those couple of days, like close to a week almost, some people passed us. But with that being said, the song of the day is going to be American Teen by Khalid. I think that's how you say the artist's name. It's a little bit different than the songs I give you guys. Usually I give you like rock and roll and just like rock alternative music, but this is more like soul music. And I remember this song. It actually came out when I think I was like a senior in high school or a junior, and I remember listening to it the first time. I'm like, oh man, this is pretty good. So yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. With that being said, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.